Hey, good morning, guys. Mitch here with a little pre-market plan for you. Obviously coming in a little late morning for me, but got the overnight action here. You can see we've made a really strong move up from the lows, basically a 100-point move from the bottom to the top. We got a little Trump headline, we got the PPI print, and now we're kind of oscillating around this middle balance strike. As you can tell, the positioning is very thin outside of a few key strikes here. The one thing you'll also notice is there's no real huge downside positions of size. And the biggest ones you get are towards the very bottom of the range, which is also coincidentally where the strongest support is. So what does that tell you? It tells you that you could accelerate kind of under the 7260 strike down into this range. Some of these things could kind of keep propelling you there, but you'll have some roadblocks or little speed bumps along the way. So you would really have to see vol pick up. I do think that if you got to the upside and you could hold over this kind of upper range strike here, this 7360, and you get to the middle, depending on how fast and when into the afternoon, if you're holding over this strike, it just kind of wants to compel you a little bit higher. But that's why this kind of first hour or so of the morning going into that London close period especially will kind of tell you where in these ranges can I look for opportunities to express my bias. If I think we're just going to bounce and go test the highs, if we sell down to 7260, that's fine. It is the biggest intermediary strike. You've got some bigger ones below, not a lot of big volatility position-wise to compel you lower harshly, but under this kind of 7270 ES area is where it is technically the beginning of the negative gamma. I would say, though, that it's not what you would normally think of from a gamma standpoint. Those numbers are quite thin. It is not huge positions, so the gamma influence is not very big, not compared to normal anyway. So I wouldn't put as much down to that. And that also means I don't know that the resistance above you would be as strong either. So I do think there is that kind of charm potential if you're looking at that map to say, oh, if you get going, you can get up to 7430. If you get to the downside, do you really materially sell off? If you get the volatility, then obviously there's some attractive things down there that might give you what you're looking for if you want a mega dump. But we weren't able to do it yesterday. After the bell, we kind of got that drift down. So today, I'm going to be a little more cautious than I was even yesterday. I want to see where we actually open, what the range opportunities are based on where we open, and go from there. So market's pricing in about a 60-point move. Obviously, that could get to be 100 points. We've had a really strong overnight move and a gap up. How much of that do you hold? Just trade safe, trade smart. But we'll see you in the Discord and we'll see you on stream.